to the IT department, maybe we can forward it to them. So first of all, let me log out. So ideally, HMT is the short form for Hub Management Tool. Please confirm if you can all hear me.
Yes. Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, so when you log in the first time, this is what you see, sign in with Jumia. You just click on it, and then your email address is already there. So you just click on it, and then it gives you an interface. Please, if I'm moving very fast, you let me know. So today, I'm working from Akwitia Station. For those of us who have multiple hubs, you would see them here. When you come here, you see Switch Hub. So someone like me, for instance, I have access to all your hubs. So, but today I'm working from, let's say, Akwitia Station. So I just come to Akwitia Station, and this is the first view that I see. If you're not talking, can you please mute? I'm not too sure who is. Can you please mute so that everyone else can hear? Yes. Yes, Benjamin. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
If I was managing, say, 4 different hubs, is the understanding that you create one access for me, but then I can switch from one hub to the other?
So it depends on the individual. So a hub like Hope managing 4, we use the same email address for all. Sorry, Huawei. So Huawei use the same email address for all 4 hubs. So once he comes here where the head is, and he comes to switch hub, he will be able to switch between all his 4 hubs. But then a hub like Demand, he has created different email addresses for all the hubs that he manages. So meaning that if he wants to log in, he would have to log in with a specific email address per hub. Does it make sense, please?
Yeah, so I asked the question because I think going forward, I'm increasingly seeing people who have multiple hubs. So I was asking, so maybe in the
I'm losing you a bit, please.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm saying that, so say going forward, we had somebody who had 5 hubs.
Yes.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you, Benjamin.
So it means that if I have 5 hubs, I can use one email address to activate for all the hubs, and then manage it from one side.
Yes, but you know, sometimes it's if one person is going to be managing it, fine, but it would be ideal to have different email addresses so that when something happens, you know who you're able to trace with the email address to know who exactly did what.
Okay.
You get
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yes, makes sense.
Okay, all right,
Makes
sure. So this is like our welcome page when you open HMT. So it's saying hi, Harriet. So for whoever is accessing the account, it will mention your name, and then it says we hope you have a very nice day, and then mention your hub. I'm sure by now we all know the names of our various hubs. So because I am working from Akwitia, I'm saying that have a nice day working from Akwitia. Then this page is my tax management page. It's the first icon on your left, the top left. So you see tax management. There are a number of icons there, but the first icon is tax management, which is the page that always opens whenever I open HMT. So this page gives me a summary of what is supposed to happen or what the activities I'm supposed to work on for the day. So when you see it says that to receive 0 packages to receive out of movable units. By now, I'm sure we all understand the term to receive, packages that we have to receive. Then it's also saying that 9 movable units to receive. We are all familiar with the movable units, meaning that 1 movable unit is a sack. The way we move the packages to you, we move it to you in sacks. So meaning that this particular hub has 9 different sacks to receive from Jumia. And then you have the next one to dispatch. You have 0 packages to add to movable units and return to the warehouse. Then 0 movable units to organize, 0 run sheets to organize and all that. So when you scroll down, you see everything that needs to be done here. Now, when you come up again, you see that the figures are in different colors. We have red, we have orange, and then we have green. So we all know that for, let's say, our part of the country, red means danger, meaning that everything that is in red in your hub must be given like the needed attention. If once you open your hub and you see that there's a figure apart from 0 in red, it means that you have to give it urgent attention. You must make sure that you clear it before it's 12 o'clock, because HMT, I mean, it's time bound. Everything that you see in HMT is time bound. So meaning that if packages are in your hub, they are sitting in your hub and you're not delivering, time is being calculated, and customer satisfaction is, we are not achieving the best when it comes to customer experience. The reason why we are like looking at opening more franchise hubs is because we want to reach out to a lot of customers, like make delivery points of service at their doorstep. So if you are having packages in red and you are sitting comfortably in your hub, it is not the best thing to do. So you make sure that at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day, you don't have anything in red. We can excuse this hub because we actually left some of the things here so that I could use it to train us. So we deal with this 8 in red before the end of the training.
Hello, Harris.
And then, yes, please.
Sorry, I might be coming in from time to time.
So sure, it's necessary.
Okay, so I think we should all bear in mind the fact you said about delivering the packages from the hubs on time. Because going forward, one of the KPIs that we are going to use to determine how much we pay you is dependent on what your level of efficiency with the delivery of packages are. You understand? So if you delay in delivering our packages, you're going to be penalized for it. Now, like we're saying, it's about customer satisfaction. There's no point in us bringing the product to you and the product sitting in your shop whilst the customer is also waiting for the product to use. So you need to help all of us to do this business together. If the customers get very satisfied, there'll be repeat orders, which means that more money is coming to your hub. We're also making more money, and then we're all happy. I hope we understand. I hope we understand, please.
Microphones are muted, but we do.
Okay, so Harriet, you can take over, please.
Okay, so that is it for the red. We'll come to the number of days that it would take for a package to move to red when we move further. Then for orange to orange, like when you see the traffic lights. So basically, this is like the colors of the traffic light that are represented here. Red means danger, you can't cross, right? Yeah, red means danger, you can't cross. Orange means like it's getting to the danger zone. You must give it also the needed attention. And then for green, you're in a comfortable lead, but that doesn't mean that you should relax because time is also running. So it would also depend on, if you are able to deliver all your packages, let's say, assuming you receive all your packages and they're in green, you deliver them in green. It means that when we have to look at the performance review, we realize that you're always delivering your packages on time, and this gives you a better advantage. I know we've all had like very bad experiences in the past, but hopefully with the introduction of this, everything should be in place. You get to see why sometimes we keep calling you like 2-3 times a day. Benjamin keeps sending you a list. Have you delivered this? Have you done this? So this actually gives you a better view, and this makes you manage your queue, so that at the end of the day, if Benjamin should call you and then ask you why you still have packages in red in your hub, then it means that it, it's gone overboard, because we believe that as you are seeing the red, you are ensuring that you are delivering it and clearing it from the system. So that is it for tax management. Now we'll go to the next one. So basically, every morning, tax management gives you the things that you are supposed to pay attention to. That doesn't mean that for things in green, you don't pay attention to them. You do. You still pay attention to them anyways. So the next one is overview. So overview gives you an idea, or gives you a view of where packages should be. So assuming that you have a customer who walks in saying that I placed an order on Jumia and I haven't received my order. So because you would also not be able to tell where exactly the package is, you can just ask, please, what is your order number? Then the first thing you do is to come to packages. Can I get a tracking number? You come to packages, and then the customer says that this is my order number. So you have this search button here. You have tracking number. Unfortunately, most of the customers will be giving you what's it called, order numbers, because most of them are not able to keep their tracking numbers. So if it is the tracking number a customer gives you, you just search for it here. If it is an order number, you just come here, the drop down, and then select order number, and then you apply. So I would copy this, and then I want to search for where this package is. So now, once I search for the order number, it gives me, if the customer ordered for one item, it will give me just the one item. But if there are so many items associated with the order, then it gives me like the breakdown of tracking numbers. So for now, let's just deal with a customer who has placed one order. So this gives me the breakdown. So it says that it's in transit to hub, forward delivery pickup. What most of you would be seeing is forward delivery pickup in-house. Then you see the name of your hub here. So instead of GH3PL EMS, you will see GH, maybe FR Bowie Station. Then, so customer says, okay, I don't know what, maybe you call the customer and the customer says, what item is it? So to give you the details of the item, you click on the arrow. Let me just do this again. You click on this arrow on the far right, the arrow showing here. Please confirm if you can see the screen.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you click on this arrow. This arrow gives you a breakdown of what item it is, the customer details, and it gives you also the amounts that you're supposed to expect. And then it gives you also a picture of the item. So to mention this, every package that comes to your hub should be prepaid. The amount to collect should always be 00. Your amount to collect should always be 00. In any case, if we mistakenly move any item to you, and for any reason the amount to collect is more than this 00, assuming it is 0.01, even if it is 10 pesos, please ensure that you are collecting it from the customer. It shouldn't be the case. I mean, the system is made in such a way that you guys receive only prepaid packages. But for in times where we have a bug in the system and some of them slip through, would advise that you always ensure that you take the cash from the customer. Then you make us know, you alert us that I received so and so amount from customer ABC. I have the physical cash. We'll give you a number to send the money to. This is ideally not the standard practice, but if it happens, then this is what we are supposed to do, please. So apart from that, you see the payment method, you see, so the location, this is the location. It gives you, the location gives you the name of the customer, the email address of the customer, the phone number of the customer. Hallelujah. We are not going to have issues of and Jumia moved packages to me and I don't have contact numbers of the customers, I don't know what to do with the packages. Now everything in this system has phone numbers of the customers. And then it gives you the name of your pickup station. So this is actually going to Pedu Junction, Cape Coast. So that is the customer's details. Now, when you come here, that is general. This is the automatic one. Now, when you move to, you can actually skip attributes. You don't need attributes. Then you come to the next tab, items. Now, the items, this gives you the description of the item that the customer has ordered. It says two-piece heart-shaped ring, couple's ring, jewelry couple. Like, it's a very long name. To cut everything short, you just want to see what exactly it is. You click on the item. And then it gives you a picture of what the item is. So, I mean, if you are to mention all these things for the customer might even get bored and be confused as to what exactly you're mentioning. So you just say, oh, maybe it is the Forever Love ring, as you can see in the screen. So that is it. That is it for. If you want a better view, you just click on it and then it gives you a better picture of the item. Then we move to the next one, attempts. We'll come to this also when we move further. For communication, you don't need communication. When you come to history, history gives you a summary of all the activities that have been taken on the package. So assuming that you have, the package is currently in your hub and you either called the customer. So when you call the customer, you're supposed to register an attempt, which we will talk about. Once you register the attempt in HMT, when you come to history, you will see it with a failure reason. Now, the reason we advise that you attempt packages is because we are not in the hub with you. And we wouldn't know whether you have called customer A, customer B, customer C, and what the response is. Maybe you are calling customer A and the feedback you always get is because is switched off. If we are able to track this in the system, then we can contact CS to try to give us an alternative number of the customer. And because this customer, this package is prepaid, cancellation is not an option. We want to push for it to be delivered. So CS will try to see if they could get an extra contact of the customer, and then we push it to you to call the customer. So it is necessary that you are failing the packages with the correct failure reason. We'll come to that. So that is it for overview. Sorry. So for overview, the first one we looked at was packages. You don't need driver dashboard because you are not handling fleet. Yours is just a pickup station. Now, when you come to dashboard, dashboard would also give you another opening, which is hub. So dashboard is like a graphical representation of everything that you have in your hub, or things to expect in your hub. So if you see this, the arrow shows something coming in. So you have 23 packages coming in. It says that in total, you have 23 packages that you are supposed to expect in your hub. So if assuming this number is 100 and you realize that maybe your hub is getting full, ideally it gives you the idea to start planning for it. Okay, I'm expecting 23 packages in my
I
hub,
think
and
you
the
have
current
a
page.
break in your voice.
Is it better now, please? Hello? 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 Hello?
All right, proceed. I can hear you.
You can hear me, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this gives you, so this arrow gives you an idea of how many packages you are supposed to
Yes,
expect.
it is better for me.
So currently, okay, so currently, I mean, during promotions like Black Friday, Jumia anniversary, we know that the volumes are a lot. That's what I was explaining, that assuming you're expecting 100 packages in your hub, I still have 200. What do I do to clean up the space or to create more space with this number in mind? So this makes you a bit more proactive. you try to push the existing customers already who have packages to come and pick up their packages to make way for this number coming in. So this one shows that Akwitia has 0 packages in the hub. Packages going out of the hub. Nothing has been cancelled going out of the hub yet. You scroll down. So you can just take time to look at it. It's basically a summary. If you have money to collect, it will show you. It's basically a summary. Then you come here. When you deliver packages, it will show here. So if, assuming you have 100 packages in your hub and you've delivered 50, this will also give you like a graphical representation of things that you have currently in your hub. Then when you come here to, this also is like a graph. So it says that in transit to hub, this is the ones highlighted here are the number of days it's been pending. So greater or equal to 16 days, between 10 and 15 days, 7 to 9 days, 5 to 6 days, and all that, 0 days. Then you have in transit to hub. This is the total number of packages that are in transit to hub. So we have that. So you can see that in transit to hub means the packages that are en route to your location. So for those of us outside Accra, the ones that we have given to Ghana Post to bring to you, this shows you the number. Then for those of us in Accra, the ones that we have given to our dispatch to actually drop off in your hubs. So in transit to hub for Akwitia, we have 1 day, she has 3 packages that are in transit to hub, pending for 1 day. For 2 days, 1 package. If you move all the way here, 10 to 15 days, there are a total of 5 packages that are in transit to hub. Then pending, this is the total number of packages that are sitting in your hub. Pending means that they are in your hub, sitting in your hub. So currently we have 000 because Akwitia has 0 packages to receive, 0 packages in their hub. 0 attempts. I was talking about attempts. We'll talk about that also later. 0 attempts, obviously we have 0 because we don't have any packages in the hub. But basically this gives you like another summary of all the packages you have in your hub and the number of days they've been pending. Okay, so this like also gives you your hub performance for the day. So if you realize HMT is a very friendly tool to use, just as it says, you can actually try to play around with it. Now we have receive, the next step. So ideally, when you receive a package from EMS or from the dispatch, the first thing that you do is to come to this receive icon, the third icon. Please confirm if you can see. So once the dispatch drops the sack, you are supposed to come here. Is the first thing that you do, receive, and you go to movable units. Now, if you will confirm, or if you guys have noticed, we move the packages to you with certain numbers. So, and usually the sacks are sealed. That is how it is also represented in the system. In the system, it shows that everything that we have moved to you is sealed. Now, this one is in transit from EMS, Akwitia, and it's been pending for 11 days. And as I explained earlier, you realize that it's in red because it has exceeded the number of days that it is actually supposed to have been pending. So we'll talk about that also later. So now we have confirmation from Akwitia that these packages have been received. So what I would do is I am opening the MU. So I am literally like breaking the seal of the sack. So I click on it, and then truly there are two tracking numbers that are in the sack. Now what you need to do is to confirm. It is always advised that no matter how busy you are, when the dispatch drops off the items, you just tell the dispatch to hold on a little. Make sure that you are cross-checking the number of items that the dispatch has dropped off versus what you have in the system. sometimes you will receive different sacks. So sometimes you would receive like 2 or 3 sacks at the same time. That is why I was talking about the unique IDs that we attach to the movable units. So they all have unique numbers. So just make sure that whatever is coming to you, you are tallying the sack versus what is in the system, the sack number versus what is in the system. So for this, I don't have the physical items, but we've received information from Akutia that she has received these things. So what do? I come here and I have cross-checked with the dispatch. So I have cross-checked and this tracking number is in the sack. This tracking number is also in the sack. Now I cannot type. So what I do is I copy and then I come to this keyboard-like icon. I click on it. If I'm moving too fast, please let me know. I click on it and then I paste. So did you all hear the sound, please? Hello?
All right, please
Okay.
go over the step again, please.
Okay. So I receive a sack from the dispatch rider. The first thing I do is to come to this third icon, which is named receive. Once I come here, I match the unique ID that is on the sack with what I have in the system. So sometimes you have a lot of them in transit. Now I want to be sure that I'm copying it because I don't have the physical sack with me. I want to be sure that the sack I am holding is the same as is what I am going to select in the system. So now if you click on this keyboard-like thing, you can just type. But because of time, I will just paste it. Because I know what I am dealing with. I will just paste it and then it opens the particular MU for me. MU is movable units, which also means one sack. That is one MU. So it opens the sack for me in the system. Peter, are you clear, please?
Okay.
Yes, okay. So now I've cross-checked, and the next thing you're supposed to do is to cross-check the quantity of items and match the tracking number. So if I pick one item, I come here and come and type the tracking number. Because I cannot type, I'm going to paste, copy and paste. I come to this keyboard-like thing, and then I paste. And then you hear the sound. Now you come here, missing, receive. Obviously, it is not missing. I have received it. So I come to receive, and I accept it. Mind you, if the reason I didn't do all together is because I want you guys to be doing it one after the other. You don't assume that because the dispatch has brought the total number of packages, what is in the sack actually tallies the physical item, and what is in the system actually tallies the physical items you have. It is best to use a scanner. What we use is a scanner, but for now, you guys don't have the scanner, so you would have to be typing the tracking numbers one by one. Mind you, if you confirm that you have received an item, and then later you come back to tell us that I was just checking from my hub and I realized that this particular movable unit, I don't have it. That one is a different discussion with Benjamin. We wouldn't want things that happened in the past to happen again. So that is why I am saying that I am stressing on the fact that we need to be receiving them one by one. Just make sure you take your time to enter it one by one. Entering the tracking numbers. And when you start using the scanner tool, it will be more comfortable, very easy for you to just easily scan the tracking numbers. So you realize that there were 2 items in the movable unit. I received just one. I'll go back and receive the other one. So assuming that, yes, maybe we brought the packages to you. Jumia said it was 2 packages. And when you checked, it was only one that was in the sack. And you have received only that one. You see that it is still pending. It says that 1 out of 2, meaning that you have acknowledge that you have received only one out of that two that we sent to you. Now, what do? You need to inform us that, see, maybe David or Harriet, you guys said you were sending me two packages in this movable unit. I received only one. I have left the other one pending because I haven't seen it. We accept, we would take it from there. That one will not be your headache. We'll have to now come and investigate and then find out where the package got lost. But if I'm stressing on it, if you go ahead to receive it in the system and later come back to tell us that you didn't receive the physical package, then that is a different discussion. So it's fine if you leave it this way, saying that you received only one out of the two, which is fine. We'll handle it ourselves. But this one, we have received all the two. So I'll just go back to it and then receive the second one. I come here and then receive it again. Receive the second one and accept. So that is for receive. You see that success, and then it will always make a sound. It will always give you that successful sound. Now, when I come to in-house, in-house is a summary also of all packages that I have sitting in my hub. In-house is like in your house, in your hub. What's all the packages you have there? Now, when you come to packages, you wouldn't see anything unless you come to this filter button. When you come to filter, you see services type. It says select service types. Now you are looking at customer pickup because customer has to come and pick up from your place. You select the customer pickup. Sorry, you select customer pickup and then you come down and apply. So this is all of this. Okay, sorry. So this is all the packages that I have in my hub. This is all the packages that I have in my hub. The packages I just received. Mind you, Akwetia didn't have any package when we started the training. But because I had just received two packages, it is now sitting in my hub, meaning that I have confirmed that I have the physical packages. Now, the other thing I forgot to mention, once you click on receive, customers automatically receive a text message that customers automatically receive a text message that you have, their packages have arrived in your hub, so they should come and pick up within 7 days. So for Akwetia, for instance, it will say that packages have arrived in Akwetia station, so they should contact the Akwetia agent and come and pick up. So that is why sometimes when we mistakenly receive packages from our end, customers keep calling you. I just received a text message that my order has arrived. Can you please confirm? Like the back and forth. Now you are handling it yourself. If you don't have the item, you don't receive. Therefore, customers don't get the notification. So that is it. And just like what we did before, when you come to this arrow, you see general attributes items where we saw the picture of the item. I'm just going over this because we have done it already. And this is the picture of the item. Then history. Now, my name is here because I received the package. So for every activity that you perform in HNT, your name is attached to it. So it gives you the time when it was updated and your name. So Harriet Mason, 11:33, and today's date, 8th May 2020. And where did and the tax that I performed on it, I received it into the hub. So that is it for in-house. Now reconcile, I'll skip reconcile, we'll come back to reconcile. Now I go to pickup. Now when you come to pickup, pickup shows you all the packages that customers are supposed to come and pick up. And this is where you start like performing most of the activities that you have to do. So when you come to pick up, I select any of the packages. You realize that I'm not really selecting it from here. I can, but if I want to perform any other function, I can just put the cursor on it and it will highlight it in a certain way. If I do this, it means that I want to either schedule, confirm, or pick up and fill pickup. But I don't want to do that now. what I want to do is to also stress on this again. So you still have this arrow keeps following you wherever you go, so that you are able to check what package you are dealing with at a particular time. So this arrow also is supposed to allow you to leave comments. So assuming that you call a customer and the customer says, oh, maybe what's it called? Maybe I am out of town. Why don't you call customer so and so and so and so and so? So ideally, what do I do? As I'm talking to the customer, I can leave a note and say that call my brother on 0244567890, something like that, and you finish it. Now, when you finish it, it's for later use. When you come back here, and you scroll down, you see that the notes that you left is here. So that later on you can come and pick the number and call the customer. Please, I hope we are on point. We are following. So this notes, leave a note is just to help us. Is nothing strange. You can leave notes. Maybe you want, customer says you should call back at 2:45. You can just leave the notes there to make it easier for you. Now I want to perform an action. After you have received the packages in your hub, I was mentioning attempt before. So when you come here, when you select it, now you've spoken to the customer. Customer says, I can't pick up today. Maybe I'll come tomorrow. What do? You need to register the attempt. We need to know from Jumia, we need to know that you have actually spoken to the customer and customer is saying that he will pick up tomorrow. So you select it. Now, when you select it, it gives you this green highlighted space in the corner there. Now, I want to fail pickup because the customer didn't come to pick up the same day. Now, when you receive the packages in your hub, our agreement with you is that within 24 hours, you should have registered an attempt in HMT. An attempt meaning you should have attempted to either call the customer. Some of us send text messages to the customers. With the text messages, at the end of the day, you have to go and see the ones that failed and then come back to the system and fill them. The ones that went through, you can register the attempt. So you come, and then if I want to fill the attempt, yes, please.
Quick question.
Yes.
I was thinking that when you receive the packages in HMT, an automated message triggered to the customer, inform him that the package is ready.
Yes.
So at what point are they supposed to do an extra action of testing or calling the customer?
Within 24 hours after receiving it, after the text message goes, with the Ghanaian culture, most of us don't pay attention
if
to
they receive on HMT, an SMS is automatically sent to the customer.
Yes.
And after 2 hours, if the customer has not picked up, then they attempt again.
Yes, you call.
All right.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. So, I come. So I come here. I'm going to fill the attempt. Now, I am assuming that when I called the customer, this is what the customer said. Please forget about the filling, the red thing. So I'm going to accept it. So now it gives me a number of reasons. Did you meet the client? Didn't meet. Reached but didn't meet. Met in person. Now for pickup stations, we'll always have to use the second option. Though it doesn't really tally with the reason we want, but there's another breakdown. That's what I'm saying, that we always use the second option. So you use reached but didn't meet. Then it will ask you, do you want to reschedule? Obviously, this is the first attempt you are making. The customer, the packages have just arrived in your hub. So you would want to reschedule. You cannot say no. You have to say yes. Unless maybe you reach the customer and the customer said, maybe I am not around. Cancel the package. That is a different one. You come to that. So do you want to reschedule? I will say yes. Then proceed. It will give me a number of reasons. So one reason is that maybe not reached, not picking calls. So if the customer is not picking your calls, you have called, the customer is not picking your calls, you use this reason. Not able to pay. This does not apply to you because all packages that come to you are prepaid, unless for the exception that I mentioned, where a package came and it had an amount, and customer came and maybe you had a misunderstanding. Customer is saying, well, I'm not going to pay, and all that. It is even not advisable to use this. There's another reason which I will show you. But maybe customer will say, for today, I cannot pay this amount. If you're rescheduling, you can use this one. Then this reason to reach but busy, not available. That is when you reach the customer and the customer says, maybe I am not available today. I will come in tomorrow to pick up. We just want to know that you have really attempted it. You use this reason. Now, package consolidation. That is for customers who order a number of items. So customer will tell you that I ordered for a phone, I ordered for a charger, I ordered for a screen protector. Now you're calling me for the screen protector. The phone isn't in. What do you want me to do with the screen protector? I would wait for all packages to come. Usually we will advise that you convince the customer to come for it because we deal with different sellers and we want to deliver the packages as and when the vendor drops off so that he or she can be paid. So if the customer still insists, you use this once package consolidation, meaning that the customer wants all his items put together before they are delivered. Now, suspicious behavior, just in case you call the customer and the customer is acting funny, you use this suspicious behavior. Now, quality, package damaged. Assuming we move a set of breakable bowls to you, and it comes and it is damaged. This is the reason you use. Now, customer could not provide OTP. This does not apply to you. It's only for the fleet associates and those who do cash on delivery. So I will select, I am assuming that when we called customer, customer says he or she is busy and that he will come and pick up the item today and tomorrow. So I'm using reach but busy, not available. So I'll select this and then reject. Now, it is just to make sure that I am doing the right thing. Sometimes it could be an oversight. It says you're about to say that an unsuccessful attempt was made on blah, blah, blah. Do you wish to proceed? I accept. Now, you see that it is success. That is not the end of it. Even though it is successful here, it is not the end of it. I'll have to come back to reconcile. That is why I said we should skip the reconcile. So I come back to reconcile, and then I go to packages. Now it says in progress failure because I failed the attempt. I didn't confirm success of the item. In progress failure. I come here and then I confirm. Now, to always do this, you will realize that Jumia will send, like, there's a notification here, Jumia pay 00, meaning that I am safe. The amount to collect is always 00. But if it is, there's a figure here, you make sure that, sorry, if it is for a successful attempt, you deny it. But this one, we are failing the attempt. So in progress failure, I click on it. So once you realize that once you select it, in progress failure, once you select it, it changes to ready to reconcile. You come here, confirm, and then accept. Let me copy the tracking number. I will show you something. I just want to be able to show you something. So I accept it here. So that is it for failing a package or attempting a package. Now, when I come back to pick up, you see that it will come back to pick up because I didn't cancel it. I just registered an attempt. I just attempted it in HMT. So when you come here, I am going to select it and show you something, sorry. The history I was talking about in the attempt. So you realize that I have made one attempt on it. It says reached but busy. And it gives me the date and all that. When you come to history again, my name is there again, that I have done something to the package. Now, I put it, you realize that it was in progress failure. And the reason I used is here. And when I confirmed it, it was also here. So for whatever thing you perform on the package, we get to see it from here. That's what I was explaining to you. So that is it for attempting. Now, assuming that customer has come in to pick up the package, I'm going to use the same package again. So I select it. I should go to Kufuria. Okay. So to confirm, I will just change my hub so that I show us how to, how to deliver an item. I'll go to Kufuria. I'll go to pick up. Which of the tracking numbers? 2 is now 8 days. Okay, so I have notification that these two packages are delivered. So let's say Jeffrey Asantiredu has come in to pick up the item. When he comes in, Jeffrey tells me his order number. So I come to pick up. I'm already at pickup. Now, I don't know his, he gives me his tracking number. I can't, because there are a lot of packages here and the numbers, I don't want to go through it one by one. All I do is I come to this keyboard-like thing and I type the tracking number. And then you hear that sound again. Now it has selected Jeffrey's order for me. I just want to be sure that it is what Jeffrey has ordered for I am given to him. So I come to items. It says 5-in-1 facial cleaning brush and massager. I click on it and this is the item. So Jeffrey opens his item, he opens the box, confirms that exactly this is what I ordered. Now this is what I do. I have already selected Jeffrey's order. I come to confirm pickup. And then I accept. You realize that the fill pickup is by it, but this time around, customer has come to pick up, so I'm confirming pickup. I accept. If I accept, I come back to reconcile. So for every action at pickup, you reconcile. You have to make sure that you reconcile. I come back to reconcile packages, and then I select Jeffrey's order. There may be a number of tracking numbers here. So just to be on the safer side, I type Jeffrey's tracking number again, and then it selects it for me, and I confirm. And ta-da! That is it. Now, you're not too sure if you have done the right thing. You come to overview. Your heart is beating. Hey, what have I just done? So you come to overview, you just paste the tracking number. I just want to be sure what I have done. So it tells me I have completed it, meaning that you have delivered it. You have confirmed that you have, that customer has picked up. If you look at the history, here, or a customer comes in and then gives you a tracking number, once it is completed, you should be able to explain to the customer that, oh, please, you picked up your item on so and so date, on the 8th of May at 11:52. And that is it. My name is there because I'm the one who delivered it. Now we'll do it again and pick up. I have another tracking number to also deliver. I will copy the tracking number again. And I will assume that it is not the first thing. I will come here and type it. You can actually type it, but just so that I'm typing it now, so that we can, for those of us who will be typing 2423867-3430. I enter. So it selects it for me. Now I'm going to confirm pickup because customer has come for it. Sorry, I didn't go through the process. Caroline Donko. And Caroline ordered for audio swoosh portable Bluetooth speaker. I don't know what it is, so I just want to be sure. And that is it. So Caroline has picked up her item. and then I confirm pickup. Now, after confirming pickup, I come back to reconcile again. You don't just confirm pickup and leave it there. You always have to come back to reconcile packages, and then in progress success. If you would remember, when we did in progress failure, and when we attempted the package because the customer had not come to it and come to pick it up, it was in progress failure. But this time around, it is in progress success because customer has picked up the item. So I select it and then I confirm. Once again, the payment method, the payment is 00. I confirm and ta-da! It shows that Caroline gets a notification that her package has been delivered. Jumia also gets to see that, yes, Koforidia has delivered this package to Caroline. So meaning that Caroline has received the package. Now, there should be no case or situation where a customer has not come to pick up his item, but you have delivered it in the system. It's an error. It shouldn't happen. That is why we are giving you access to the system. You deliver it yourself. You have to cross-check, make sure that what the customer has picked up is what you are delivering. So that is it for delivering a package. So we have done attempting, we have done receiving, which was the third icon. We have done in-house, basically to give you an idea of everything that you have sitting in your hand. We've tackled reconcile, we've done pickup also. We'll go back to recon and pickup, sorry. Now, you realize that the first tax management, I was telling us about the red and the yellow and the green. If you notice, the first two that we had delivered were in red. They were 8 days. Our agreement with you is that for you guys, customers are actually hungry for their packages because they have paid for it. So there should be no way that when you receive a package, it should be sitting in your hub for more than 7 days. So meaning that on a day-to-day basis, you should have nothing in red showing here. These ones are 4 days. We want to see when it was received at the hub. It was received on the 4th of May, and today is 8th May. It's been sitting in the hub for 4 days. So we want to know what is actually, so these are some of the questions that will come up. This package has been in your hub for 4 days. So what is really happening to it? I go to history and I see that maybe you called this customer and you didn't get through to the customer at 10:16. So you could actually even ask for help. That's, oh, maybe Harriet or David or even Benjamin or Isaac. I have tried calling this customer and the customer is not reachable. Can you guys help me? The first thing I will do is to come into the system to check if you did the right thing, to register an attempt. So the attempts are necessary. So this is 4 days. It means that for 4 days, we should be calling the customers. Please come and pick up your item. Please come and pick up your item. Like, we are always on the case of the customers to pick up the items. Then for 1 day, this was received a day ago. We should also be pushing the customers to come for them. So that is it. So green, you are out of danger. Yellow, you are heading to the danger zone. Red, you are really in danger. So I think that is it for pickup. That is it for pickup. We've done confirm, we've done failed drop-off. You can actually also schedule a pickup. So customer wants to pick up his item maybe tomorrow. So I've scheduled the customer also gives you a time. It's just to serve as a reminder, so you accept it. So you see that once I scheduled it, it changes here. But mind you, scheduling it here does not take away the fact that you need to attempt it. You need to register and fill the attempt in HMT. That one is more important to us than scheduling it, because our KPIs are also at stake. So now we are done with pickup. Any questions so far? I've been talking a lot. Do we have any questions, please? If no question, I'll just quickly finish it up. We have 2 more to go. Any question, please? Okay, so I would, someone talking, please. Okay, all right, none at the moment. Okay, so I moved to pickup is in, sorry, I moved to drop off. Pickup, as we mentioned, was for things that customers have to pick up. Now, drop off is packages that customers have to come and drop off at our end. So a customer receives an item and then says that maybe for a phone, anytime I put on the phone, it goes off. What do? Before the customer even comes to drop off at your place, you should have seen this in your hub when you come to drop off. So when you come to drop off, you see all the packages that customers have to pick up. Have to bring to your hub. It's the same principle that applies for everything. When you come to this arrow, you see that is Moses Danso, but Moses Danso has not called you to drop off his item. What do? You come here, you see the phone number of Moses Danso. Now, when you come here again, the item that he's supposed to bring is a laptop, IdeaPad laptop, Intel dual core. So just to be sure that you know what exactly Moses Danso has to bring. So you realize that it is a laptop. So now, let's assume that you have called Moses Danso. This is 2 days. Just to emphasize, once you have a drop-off, the drop-off is supposed to be in your hub, like the drop-off line is supposed to be showing in your hub for just 2 days. You have 2 days within which a drop-off should have been either dropped off or cancelled. Now, how do you cancel a drop-off if customer has not dropped off the item? You've called the customer and the customer is no longer interested. We'll do that one too. So if I come to drop off, let's say I have called Moses Danso to drop off his item. Moses Danso says, I cannot come today. We are assuming that this is the first day. Moses Danso is saying that I cannot come today, I will come tomorrow. What do? Same principle applies. Now, I don't want to, I will just try it, but I will not confirm it. So I failed drop off. Did you meet or reach the client? Yes. I called Moses Danso. Moses Danso says he will come tomorrow. So does client want to reschedule? Yes. Now Moses Danso says he doesn't want to, what's it called? He doesn't want to drop off the item again. I say no. But if Moses Danso says I'll bring it tomorrow, I say yes. So I proceed. Now I need to select the right reason why Moses Danso says he can't drop off today. So not reachable, not reach but busy, not available, suspicious behavior. This doesn't apply to you. Part is missing. You can use this. And then so you select the appropriate reason and then you reject it. Now, this is quite a dangerous zone. I cannot proceed because it will actually go against Moses Danso. He still has a chance to drop off his item. So I will just go back. Okay, so I'll just go back. So that is just to give us an idea of if I have to fill a drop off. It's just like the same concept with pickup. Now, if Moses Danso has really dropped off his item, assuming that there were 2 items, it will actually ask me to confirm if both items were dropped off, but this one is just 1 item. Now, I want to say that I have received what Moses Danso brought. That is where I select it, I go to confirm drop off. No. Sorry. Okay, so for those of us in Accra, you confirm drop off. This doesn't apply to those outside Accra. There's another process for those outside Accra because you guys will actually have to route your things to EMS. So for those in Accra, you guys can go ahead to confirm drop off. When you confirm drop off, You come back to reconcile. You see in progress success, and then you success it again. For those of us outside Accra, when you receive this item from Moses Danso, the only thing you have to do is to select it and fill drop-off. You attempt it like how we filled the drop-off. You attempt it and say that an unsuccessful attempt was made on Moses Danso's package. Then you now come here. You come back to fill drop-off. Please, this does not apply to those of us in Accra. It applies to only those who are outside Accra. You come to drop-off, and then you come to change hub. You change the hub to GH3PL EMS. I can't see it here. Okay, GH3PL EMS. For those of us outside Accra, because EMS, you are either going to drop off at EMS or EMS will come and pick up. And you send the tracking number to David. Thankfully, we have a WhatsApp platform. If you can WhatsApp it to him directly, please do not put it on the page that we are all on. It's likely that we may miss it. Send it to him directly. That this particular customer dropped off this item. I have moved it to EMS, and EMS has confirmed receipt of the item. That is it. That is how you handle the drop off. Please, I hope it's clear. Now, one thing that I also skipped. So for pickup, assuming that let's say for this item, you've been calling customer is not picking the item, and it's 7 days. On the 8th day, we are giving you pressure. Why is customer not picking? We've also tried calling the customer and it's switched off. Now you need to cancel the item and move it away from your hub. Otherwise, it will still be pending in your hub and will be giving you pressure. So what do? You come to fill pickup and you use reached but didn't meet. Do you want to reschedule? No. You proceed. Now it will give me a C. You have to use a CA reason. CA means that's what? Cancellation. The RS reasons we used previously was a reschedule reason. So CA. Now what reason do I want to use? Not reachable, not picking calls, not able to pay, does not apply to you. Suspicious behavior, maybe customer is acting funny. Then, so all the reasons are there. You choose one of them. Now I cannot proceed further because it is a customer's valid order. So I'll just go back. But you can actually just use it. You reject it and then you go back to reconcile again, and then you fail it. So basically, that is it for HMT. Now I mentioned something that we have SLAs, we have agreements with you, in that we say that if we bring you packages, they are supposed to be in your hub for 7 days. So at the end of the 7th day, if you haven't been able to deliver a package, that is when you do this process that we just did. You reject it. You use a CA reason to cancel it. Now, drop-offs that customers are also supposed to bring to your hub, you have 2 days. At the end of the 2nd day, if customer hasn't dropped off, you cancel it. You cancel the attempt. So at this point, I mentioned all the SLAs. Yeah, I've mentioned it. Yeah, and also you must make sure that when you cancel a package, you have to create a movable unit. For that, I will leave it till you have a situation like that. Then you reach out to either David or myself, because now there's nothing to really show you how to do that. But basically, you go to in-house, then the tracking number that you are working with. So let's say I'm going to work with this tracking number in-house, then I go to packages, and I come here. I paste it. You can type. Now it will say create movable units. You choose the movable unit. and then like you go ahead. For those in Accra, the name of the person picking up the item from your end, you always have to make sure that you indicate it somewhere in, like when you are proceeding. So I'll leave this part for when you have a situation like that and then you reach out to us, then we can take you through it. So that is it. We have done tax management, we have done overview, we have done receive, we have done in-house, we have done reconcile, we have done pickup, we have done drop-off. Transfer works with the process I was just about to teach us. So we'll handle that at a later date. I think that for now I am done. I know that I have spoken a lot. At some point, maybe you may have missed it. We are available that once you start receiving packages and you have issues, you can reach out to any of us and then we can take you through the process again. But we are hoping that it will be a smooth journey this time around. So I think that I am done. Over to you, Isaac, and then Benjamin, please.
Okay, so Harriet, thank you very much. I don't know if there are any questions from any of the team members. But for me, I think that what needs to be said is that once we're able to get a handle of this, it means that managing of our hub becomes very simple for all of us. So in the past, I know that there are times where people come to the shop and they say, well, they got a text message that said that their packages were pending with you. And then you would call me and send me the order number and I will check and let you know where it is. Thankfully, God being so good, that issue is about is ending. So you have been taught today how when you get that number to go onto the platform and then check for yourself and then manage the customer as well. I think what's important to take away is that, like you said, getting to the close of it is there are a team out there that is ready and able to assist you, as David and herself has hired. We know that in the initial part, because it's something that we're doing new, you might have some challenges. So kindly feel free to reach out to them at any point in time for us to reconcile. And for me, this is also good because then it means that at the end of the month, once the month ends and we close the month, we can go on to HMT and pull data to find out how many packages you have delivered and then to be able to pay you on time. Because in the past, you realize that a couple of times I'll send you messages on WhatsApp and say, kindly confirm if you have delivered these packages out of there in your app. Once we're able to do this very well, we won't have those issues again. So the back and forth will stop and then we can manage ourselves better. So I think that for me, we should be very serious about how we deal with this and then be able to use that to manage our hub very well. Because this is business. Like she said, if you make a mistake on HMT, unfortunately, we cannot reverse it. So you need to be sure what you're doing. Now, the other thing is if you said a product was delivered in HMT and the product never came to you, or you said you have received the product and it never came to you. So far as we are concerned, once the system says that you have admitted that you received the product in your shop, then if you can't find the product, you have to be surcharged for it. We have had issues in the past with managing that because we're all not kind of liaising with ourselves very well and then sending information. But thankfully, this has come to solve that problem. So I'm praying that we can all pay attention to it. Reach out when you need help and let's use it. And let's be sure that we manage ourselves very well. That's basically what I have to say. Isaac, I don't know if you have anything to add. Hello, is Isaac there? Hello? Hello, Harriet? Hello?
Benjamin, I'm here.
Hello,
Can you hear me?
Yes. I've been
Were
talking
you
for a while. I didn't
asking?
hear. Yes, I was asking whether I'd said a couple of things. I was asking whether you had something to add.
Oh no, for me, it's just straightforward. We want to do serious business. We agree that there have been some grievances between us in terms of communications and operations. And we are doing our best to iron all those things out to ensure that this is a mutually beneficial business and everyone concerned is happy. So we really need you to meet us halfway. And that is why we are putting together this training. So I'd rather actually appeal to you that everything learned here should be taken with all level of seriousness. And if there is any question or anything that will prevent you from providing us with the service you are looking for, kindly let us know. I think I sent you all SMSs this morning. That's my number. You have Benjamin's number. So don't hesitate to reach us at any point in time with regards to any issue regarding the pickup station, so we can all have a mutually beneficial business. That's all I have to say. So is Harriet done?
Hello, Isaac, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've taken the attendance, right?
I would have to check. I don't know some of them. I think I saw icon 24.
Maybe you
So I
should
don't know
just
which hub.
attendance by mentioning the names of those who were expecting. Let them respond and let us know who came in and who didn't. From there.
Okay, and please just give me a few minutes. So so Aguna Swedo, she was actually not supposed to be part. I think I made a mistake by adding her because she's been trained already.
Already, yes.
Yeah, so this is like a refresher course. So I saw her on the call. I don't know if she's still around.
No, she's gone.
She's gone. Okay. What about Adiembra?
Adiembra, I said is the same person for Edum, remember?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we have trained Edum.
We've trained Edum, and then Bawi.
Bawi is here. F2 logistics and supply chain. Last year, I've not been able to get a hold of him. Sometimes, if I get a hold of him, then we'll add him to the 1 o'clock one.
Okay, Konongo.
Konongo too, same.
Okay. Pando. I think I saw Daniel.
Pando is here. Yes, Pando is
Yeah,
here.
Daniel. Okay. Nyano.
Nyano too. I couldn't get a hold of him.
Okay, so with him, I actually spoke with him yesterday. His account wasn't working. I think that it's been restored. I just have to get back to him and then maybe add him to the 1 o'clock. Possibly.
So if we can do that, then we'll see.
Okay, Tan also.
Tan also not being able to get in touch with him too. I'll try for 1 o'clock.
Okay, Tan also. Wenchi.
So I called him, he didn't pick up. So I'll try again.
Hello?
Yeah, Wenchi too, I called, he didn't pick up. So I'll try again.
Didn't pick up. Okay, so Peter is also doing a refresher course. Okay, so then that's it. I think icon 24. Who is icon 24? Hey, 34. Which hub?
39. I think it's Bawi.
That's Bawi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think both the boss and the secretary are here. So.
Okay, all right, sure. Okay. So I think that's about it. Thank you all very much. If you have any questions.
All right.
Yes, please.
Please, can I get a copy of your recording?
I'm not the one recording. I think
I recorded it. I'll try and share.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. All right.
Oh.
Thanks.
Yeah, hello. Please, we can start using it immediately. Daniel just asked the question. If you have packages in your hub, I mean, the earlier you start using it, the better for you because we just had it.
It will be better for all of us so that you can also try it out and then we can iron out the little issues that you have so that we are sure that we are good to go. Yeah. So if you have packages, you can just, after here, you can sit down and receive them and then receive. So it's reducing the number of items. Okay, so like I said, Daniel, after this call, please give me a call on the side. We have a discussion, okay? So call me.
Okay, all right, okay. Benjamin says you should reach it. So I think that is all. Thank you all very much. I think it was a very successful training.
So, all right, we're doing 1 o'clock, right?
Yes, 1 o'clock.
All right, okay, cool.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, team. Please stay safe.